Why do some women look effortlessly elegant every single day without trying too hard? You've seen her, maybe on the street, maybe in a coffee shop, maybe scrolling past her on Instagram at 2 in the morning. She's not wearing anything outrageous, no logos, no loud colors, and yet you can't stop looking at her. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Elegance isn't about money. It's not about owning a closet full of designer pieces. It's not even about being naturally beautiful. Elegance is a language. And like any language, it's made up of small, repeated habits. Habits so quiet, so subtle, most people never notice them consciously, but they feel them every time. Today, we're breaking down exactly what those habits are. Not vague advice, not just be confident. Real, specific, fact-backed habits that change the way you're perceived, starting the moment you walk into a room. Stay until the end, because the last habit on this list is the one almost everyone gets wrong, and fixing it will change how people treat you. Let's begin. Number 1, she dresses for her body, not for the trend. This is where most women lose the game before it even starts. They see a piece online, an oversized blazer, a baggy trouser, a trending silhouette, and they buy it because everyone else is wearing it. But elegance was never about what's trending. It's about what's flattering. The women who look effortlessly put together understand one simple rule. Fit is everything. A $20 t-shirt that's tailored to skim your body correctly will always look more expensive than a $200 piece that hangs wrong. Think about it. Have you ever seen someone in a perfectly fitted blazer, cinched slightly at the waist, sleeves ending exactly at the wrist bone? It looks intentional, considered, rich even. That's not the brand talking. That's the tailoring. So here's your homework. Go through your closet tonight. Try on 5 pieces you wear often. Ask yourself, does this fit my shoulders? Does this hit my waist in the right place? Because a $5 trip to a tailor can transform a basic piece into something that reads as luxury. Old money dressing was never about buying more. It was about buying right and adjusting until it's perfect. Number 2, her hair and skin always look done, even when they're not. Have you noticed that elegant women rarely look like they just rolled out of bed, even when they're running on 4 hours of sleep? That's not because they have a glam squad on standby. It's because they've built a 5-minute ritual that creates the illusion of effort without the effort. Think of the sleek low bun, the slicked back ponytail, the soft brushed out waves. These aren't complicated hairstyles. They're simple, low-maintenance looks that instantly read as put together. Compare that to messy, undone hair with visible frizz and split ends. Even if the outfit is expensive, the whole look falls apart. And skin? It's the same principle. You don't need a 10-step routine. You need consistency. A clean face, moisturized, with maybe a swipe of tinted balm and groomed eyebrows will always look more elegant than a face buried under heavy makeup that doesn't match the skin tone. Dermatologists have said this for years. Skincare consistency, not quantity, is what creates that glowing from within look. That glow is not luck, it's discipline, repeated daily, so quietly you forget it's even a habit. This is the secret most people miss. Elegance isn't loud. It's not a full face of makeup and voluminous curls every day. It's clean, minimal, intentional. And because it looks so effortless, people assume it comes naturally. It doesn't. It comes from repetition. Number 3, she never over-explains herself. This one surprises people because it has nothing to do with fashion and everything to do with fashion. Stay with me. Elegant women carry themselves with a quiet certainty. When they say no, they don't spiral into 3 paragraphs justifying why. When they make a decision, they don't ask for permission from everyone in the room. There's a psychological principle behind this. The more you over-explain, the smaller you appear. Confidence reads as calm. Insecurity reads as noise. This translates directly into how someone dresses and moves. Have you ever noticed how the most elegant women in a room rarely fidget with their clothes, tug at their hem, or adjust their hair every 30 seconds? Their stillness is the accessory. It says, I trust how I look. I don't need your validation. And ironically, that's exactly what makes people give it to them. So next time you're getting dressed, try this. Pick your outfit, commit to it, and walk out the door without checking the mirror 4 more times. That energy, that quiet trust in your own choices, reads as elegance faster than any designer bag ever could.
Number 4. She invests in 5 things, not 50. Fast fashion trained an entire generation to think more is better. More clothes, more shoes, more hauls. But if you study the closets of women who look consistently elegant, you'll notice something strange. They actually own less. But what they own works. Every single piece together in every combination. This is called a capsule wardrobe, and it's not a trend, it's math. If you own 5 neutral-toned pieces, a tailored blazer, a crisp white shirt, a well-cut trouser, a slip dress, and a versatile trench coat, you can create more polished outfits than someone who owns 50 trend-based pieces that only pair with one specific top. Neutral colors matter here too. Camel, ivory, charcoal, black, soft beige. These shades photograph beautifully. They never clash, and they signal something specific to the brain. Quality over quantity. Loud patterns and clashing colors read as impulsive. Neutral, considered tones read as intentional. And intentional is the entire definition of elegance. Here's a challenge. This month, instead of buying 3 new trendy pieces, save that money and buy 1 high-quality neutral piece instead. Notice how much more mileage you get from it, and how much more expensive your entire wardrobe suddenly looks, even though you spent less. Number 5. Her shoes and bag always match the effort of the outfit. This is the detail almost nobody talks about, but stylists will tell you. It's the first thing the eye goes to, subconsciously. You can wear the most beautiful dress in the world, but if you pair it with scuffed, cheap-looking shoes or a bag that's falling apart at the seams, the entire outfit collapses in people's perception. Elegant dressing follows an unspoken rule. Your shoes and bag should match or slightly elevate the effort you put into the rest of your outfit. This doesn't mean expensive. It means clean, polished, cared for. A 5-year-old pair of shoes that's been maintained will always outperform a brand new pair that's dirty or falling apart. Think about the quiet luxury aesthetic you've probably seen everywhere lately. It's built on this exact principle. Structured bags in solid, neutral leather. Simple pointed toe flats or loafers. Nothing screaming for attention, but everything in impeccable condition. That's not an accident. That's discipline applied to the smallest details, which, ironically, are the details people notice first. So here's a small ritual to steal. Once a week, take 10 minutes. Wipe down your shoes. Check your bag for loose threads or scuffs. Polish what needs polishing. This 10-minute habit, repeated weekly, is doing more for your overall image than an entire new outfit could. Number 6. She moves like she's not in a rush. This might be the most overlooked habit on this entire list, and it's the one I promised you at the beginning, the one almost everyone gets wrong. Watch how elegant women move through a room. They don't rush. They don't slam doors. They don't speed walk while checking their phone. There's a deliberate slowness to their movements. Sitting down calmly, crossing their legs with intention, taking their time to respond in conversation, instead of rushing to fill silence. This isn't about being slow in life. It's about controlling your pace instead of letting your pace control you. Rushed movements signal anxiety, disorganization, a lack of control. Slow, deliberate movements signal the opposite: composure, self-assurance, quiet power. Body language experts have studied this for decades. The way you occupy space communicates status before you've said a single word. Here's the shift to make starting today. The next time you walk into a room, a meeting, a
a coffee shop, even your own kitchen. Slow your pace by 20%. Let your shoulders relax. Take one breath before you speak. It sounds small, but this single habit, repeated daily, rewires the way people perceive you, and eventually, the way you perceive yourself.
Let's bring this all together. Effortless elegance was never about being born with something other people don't have. It's not about the size of your bank account or the label inside your jacket or genetics you can't control. It's about repetition. It's about 5, 6 small, deliberate habits. Fit over trend, minimal grooming over heavy effort, quiet confidence over explaining, fewer high-quality pieces over closets full of clutter, care over cost when it comes to shoes and accessories, and a slower, more intentional way of moving through the world. None of these require a large budget. None of these require you to change who you are. They require you to become more intentional with your closet, with your time, with the small rituals that most people skip because they seem too simple to matter. But that's exactly the secret. The simple things, repeated daily, are what create the illusion of effortlessness. Nobody sees the tailoring appointment. Nobody sees the 5 minutes you spent slicking back your hair, or the 10 minutes wiping down your shoes, or the conscious decision to slow your pace before walking into a room. They just see the result, and they assume it's natural. Now it's your turn. Pick just one habit from this video. One, and apply it this week. Don't try to change everything overnight. Elegance was never built in a day. It's built one quiet, consistent choice at a time. If this resonated with you, you know what to do. Subscribe so you don't miss the next video, because we're going deeper into this world. The habits, the wardrobe rules, the quiet signals that separate looking expensive from looking cheap, no matter your budget. Until next time, stay graceful, stay intentional, and stay effortlessly elegant.